Pendleton asks a fun question. Did you read his question?
Yeah, if we had the ability to develop a firearm right now, what would it be and why?
Go ahead. The long sigh. My answer, I don't know, Josiah, if you want to drop kugs.ch, kugs.ch. So I've maybe teased this before. This is getting closer and closer to reality. Over a year ago, I met and have become quite close with Florian from Switzerland, who is a firearms designer. I don't know if he's quite the John Browning of our time, but I think once he comes to America, that will be his version of John Browning moving out to Utah, right? So like that dude, go on that website. He has designed some very, very cool, interesting designs. The HD 410 is my favorite one.
He's on TikTok?
He is probably on TikTok. Seems kind of crazy. I actually haven't gone on that website in a while, so I don't know what it is. Probably could be weird. I know what he's into. No, I'm just kidding. you know those Europeans, dude. He has got some very interesting designs that he's going to try to come over here and I don't want to say I'm going to help him make guns, but he's going to make guns and I'm going to try to sell them. So I think there's some cool stuff on there. He's got a 50 BMG single shot. He calls the Fat Boy. So I like that, He's got a couple pistols, the K7, Marquis pistol. The Marquis sounds cool. It's just like a single. And I shoot it, and it's just kind of like it's very just like kind of like a relaxing way of shooting, where you're not like loading magazines, and it's just a kind of a laid back, a gentleman's way to shoot, if you will, in his opinion. So that's, I don't know. The only other thing that I've kind of been interested in lately are like, I hate to say like cosplay guns, but like a crazy gun from like a movie or like Halo or something like that, and taking that and making it a functional firearm.
You mean like that kid did with the Halo shotgun, where he made like a prototype?
That'd be cool. Yeah.
I think he took like a left-handed 870, flipped it upside down, and made it like, because the Halo shotgun loads from the
That'd
top.
be cool. Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
And obviously guns are they are a tool with an intent and a usually a purpose. But I do think they can be fun. Like there's no reason they can't also be fun. And there's, I think if we are to, like from a broad, 30,000 foot view, I think if we are to preserve the Second Amendment for another 100, 200, 500 years, I think we really need to ramp up and not legitimize. It is legitimate, but we really need to grow the sport shooting aspect of it. And I kind of think the fun aspect of it kind of blends right into that too. I think if we only focus on the serious, and not that those aren't important, I think those are very important, but I think if you can also legitimize the sport and the recreation side of it, it just makes it more socially acceptable, I guess.
I guess if I had to go, it's all stuff we can't have in New York. Like, I just love suppressors, and I would do something integrally suppressed or super easy to swap out suppressors, because
like a integrally suppressed Thompson.
Yeah.
That John wants. John has a great question for you. Is a tank a firearm?
It contains one.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, a cannon,
Yeah.
depending on how you.
I guess those are regulated as destructive devices.
Yeah.
So anything over
the
50
ammunition,
BMG
right? The ammunition is a destructive device too.
Usually,
technically
depends what it is.
Or otherwise
So
restricted.
if you had a tank with its big barrel, whatever that is, 90 millimeter or 100 and whatever. Well, I don't even know.
Wouldn't know
tank
anything
stuff.
about
120. I don't know what they are. Big, right?
Not
Large.
familiar.
The barrel, like the gun, would be registered as a destructive device. I think the ammo, if you had like an actual tank shell that's gonna like hit something and explode. I think if you had like a large bullet, where it's just case, powder, giant hunk of lead at the end, I don't think so. Obviously, it's not something we're well versed in New York, and not being a destructive dealer.
Yeah.
Destructive device dealer. But I think only if they're like actually explosive rounds. would the rounds themselves then also be destructive devices with serial numbers. Like every cartridge would have one, which is crazy. They're out there. I mean, you can. Is it Drive Tanks? Is the place? There's a place out in Vegas where you can like pay $5 grand, 10 grand, whatever it is.
Sure.
Yeah, and you can like drive a tank around. You can roll over a junker car, and like pretty sure you can shoot them. I know they have it. We would always go to Knob Creek. There's another one way out west called the Big Sandy Shoot. Big Sandy, I think just because of the culture, and that's where the collector community is out west more. It's out in like Nevada or somewhere, New Mexico. That one, they'll have like artillery show up, and there'll be dudes with like howitzers and fucking
So
cannons.
cool.
And yeah.
I feel like
It's because they have space.
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah.
You can just go on BLM land, Bureau of Land Management, and just blast into the side of a mountain or whatever. Like, are we clear? Is the range clear? Yeah. All right. Fucking send it. 2 miles.